Alright, so in this video on the daily push, I'm going to be going over some of the benefits of stretching after your session, along with showing you some of the best stretches that you can do to stretch all of those key muscles that you use when you skate. So people often think of stretching as some kind of like magical repair mechanism that repairs your muscles, reduces muscle pain, all of this. But in reality, this isn't the case, and the science is pretty solid to show that it doesn't have any kind of repair effect on the muscles at all. So you should think of stretching after your session as more of a cool down kind of thing, you know, like bringing your body back to balance, restoring it to its pre-session state. It can also help maintain your flexibility by restoring any of that flexibility you might have lost during the session, along with reducing muscle spasms, spasm reduction. And any kind of cool down is going to be good for just gradually bringing your body out of its fight or flight state. So also you don't want to be doing these kind of stretches before you skate. So if you're looking for the best ways to warm up, check the warm up video, which I'll put a link for in the description below. All right, so now we're going to get out of the house and I'm going to show you some of the stretches that I personally do at the end of the session. So it's super important to mention that you actually warm up before you stretch, but like obviously if you've been skating, like you're already warm. But as my knee's a little dodgy at the moment, I'm gonna have to bomb it super fast at the spot to warm up. Alright, so I know I said I wasn't gonna skate, but I just got to the spot and like, I just have to do a few tricks. So now I'm going to show you the different stretches you can do at the end of your session. It's pretty important to think about this as more like a kind of cool down, like relaxation thing. You don't want to be forcing any extreme stretches. You want to always be going like within your normal range of motion. You don't want to be feeling any kind of pain. You want to be moving slow into each one of those stretches and making sure you're breathing deep as you go into each stretches as well. You want to be holding each stretch for about 30 seconds. And you can do them like 2 or 3 times as well. All right, so we're going to start off by doing a calf stretch. So just stand a little bit around the ball of your foot, middle of your foot, and just lean your weight over your foot. You can also do it up on a ledge as well. All right, so this one's going to be for the front of your foot, so bring your leg up onto your knee and just pull your toes back towards yourself. That's going to give you a nice stretch on the front of the foot right there. All right, so for this one, we're going to be stretching the backs of the legs, the hamstrings. So you basically get your leg up on something like this. How high you get it up will basically depend on your flexibility. So keep your back leg a little bit bent. And the key to this one is you're bending at the hip. So you're not bending at the back, you're not bending over like this. You're trying to keep your back as straight as possible, like look forwards, and then you kind of just lean forwards a little bit like this. And yeah, just kind of make sure you're keeping your back as straight as possible. You can also bend your toes up towards you a little bit as well to like add some extra calf flexage in there. Hold it in there, 30 seconds, boom. But this one's gonna be for your hip flexors. Step forwards. So you wanna keep your torso as straight as possible. Keep your pelvis kind of level and tense your glutes a little bit. And you just kind of lean into it. So yeah, that's the key, keeping everything straight. So you can also do this one like kneeling down as well, but like on concrete, I don't know, might hurt your knee a little bit. It's up to you, you don't have to do it down like this if you don't want. If you don't want, sound like I'm from Yorkshire. All right, so this one's going to be another throwback to the classics, the old quad stretch. I mean, you've been doing this in school since you were like 3 years old, so you know how to do this one. One thing that's important for this one as well, make sure you're keeping things straight. Keep your torso and your pelvis as straight and level as possible, and then you just want to bring your foot up to your ass. So this one we're getting down on the floor. One thing that skating definitely teaches you is to love the floor, to accept and embrace the filth, you know, like, fucking love the floor, man. Nice bit of dirt. Can't beat it. For this one, we're going to be stretching the insides of the legs. So bring your feet together. You want to, as well, with this one, try and keep your back relatively straight. And just use your elbows to basically push your knees down a little bit. And then you want to stretch forwards a little bit. Trying to like keep that back relatively straight. All right, so for this one, we're going to be stretching the glutes and a bit of the back as well. Keep your leg straight out like this. Grab your knee, put your hand down flat behind you, keep your arms straight and your back straight, and then you just want to have a little look behind you. Who's behind you? All right, so there's going to be another one for the glutes. Some nice hip muscles stretched. So straight into the filth, get down there, don't be scared. If you want to just make it even more relaxed, you can get your board behind your head, put the outside of your foot on top of your knee of the other leg, and then grab that right leg with your hands and just pull towards you, you know. as well. This one for basically stretching the front of your body. You want to put your arms up, grab your hand, keep your ass clenched, and just reach up and just fold back a tiny bit. Don't go like crazy here, you know, just a slight little bend. So those are some of my recommendations for stretches that you can do after your session. You don't have to choose these ones at all. You can just do any kind of stretches that you want. These are just some that I personally do that stretches all of those kind of key muscles that you use when you skate. So for everything else that's going to improve how you feel when you skate, when you're not skating, and just how you feel in general, head over to www.thedailypush.com. Also follow us on Instagram as well at the.daily.push. And I never know how to end these, so I always say that's it for this one, so that's it for this one.